good day. I have the pleasure here to have with me Anna Thomas, who's Director for the Institute for the Future of Work. And we're here for the launch of the UK Labour Resilience Index 2021. Anna, I have a few questions for you. And the first would be, what are 2 or 3 insights that you think you'd like to highlight from the UK Resilience Index 2021?
Thank you, Anthony. What the UK Labour Resilience Index shows is that the UK is a deeply unequal place and has become more so since the pandemic. The differences of income and regional inequality that existed before the pandemic have widened. And this really matters. We know that labour market inequalities are strongly related to other persistent inequalities, such as health expectancy and a number of other things. And I think there's a general feeling in the UK that something needs to be done about this. And that it will require really a sort of structural transformation of the economy and the way that decisions are made.
Thank you, Anna. Would you have any thoughts on the particular context of COVID-19 and the timing and the impact of COVID-19 on labour resilience in the UK market?
I think an outstanding feature of the UK is the lower level baseline of protection for many of the more precarious workers across sectors in the UK. And it's striking to me that the UK labour resilience has shown, if you like, the economic case for boosting that level of protection, that it's like an investment in resilience and in social sustainability, and that accords quite closely with what we now know is the legal case following the Uber Supreme Court decision last week.
Thank you, Anna. The more general Global Labour Resilience Index, which is also being launched, GLRI 2021, points to 3 levels of capabilities for governments. There's absorption, there's adaptation, and there's transformation. All sequenced, if you want, in timing. In the case of the United Kingdom, if we use that as a framework, what would you be recommending to the government to implement to improve their labour market resilience over the next year to 3 years?
I think I would focus on 2 key points. You could see them, if you like, at different ends of a telescope. At a national level, we undoubtedly need a national strategy supported by a disruption type council, probably along the Danish model, to pull together the different threads within the Labour Resilience Index and make sure that there's a cohesive, united approach across government to boosting labour resilience, with a particular focus, we would say, on good quality work. At the other end of the spectrum, it shows that in order to meet the challenges identified, both in the UK Labour Resilience Index and the Institute for the Future of Work's Good Work Monitor, we do need a higher level of local authority and devolution to achieve the best results for the UK.
Thank you, Anna. And on this last point that you mentioned, the devolution, there are obviously some important inequalities. You mentioned inequalities within the national workforce, but also between regions. Are there any thoughts on the inequality between regions and how devolution might help reduce those inequalities?
Well, higher levels of devolution would allow decision makers to respond to local needs, to match sort of local abilities to local needs, and to develop sort of tailored policy to meet challenges in those regions. The level at the UK Resilience Index looks at suggests that higher levels of devolution should be accorded to the combined authorities.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Anna Thomas. for these comments on the UK Labour Resilience 2021, and we look forward to working together with the Institute for the Future of Work to implement some of the policy recommendations from this report in collaboration with the UK government.
Thank you very much, Anthony.